Taking more than 30 Nortons to the Isle of Man for the 2015 Classic TT was a massive undertaking. But putting the bikes on show in Douglas and Derby was only part of it. The museum also supplied 12 of these priceless exhibits for one of the highlights of this year's Classic TT, the Norton Rotary Parade. And they had no trouble persuading a paddock full of racing legends to take part. For some, it was the chance to be reunited with a bike they haven't seen for years.
I don't think of stuff like that as classic bikes because it was my era, you know, and I just think of it as a super bike. And I mean, I know that obviously, you know, the lap times are a lot quicker now, but they're not that much quicker really in certain circuits, you know, so they're still good bikes.
It's special really. I'd love to have won the senior, but we finished second on this bike, and you know, that's as close as you can get, I suppose, isn't it really? So yeah, it's nice.
And my dad actually had a lot to do with the Rotary Nortons right from the start. Him and Brian Crichton were kind of like together all the way really. So I finally, hopefully, get a chance to actually ride one. So yeah, it's really good.
For others, it was a chance to revel in the history, particularly the iconic 1992 TT.
Steve Hislop was a friend and I was a massive fan, so the battle he had with Foggy in '92 was absolutely incredible, you know, and to be able to ride one of these machines around here, not just a short circuit, and just get a feel and see what they're like. Just the noise puts hairs up on the back of your neck anyway.
What a treat, you know, what a thing to be able to do, you know. I mean, voted the best race ever, I think, with Hizzy and Foggy. They were at it hammer and tongue for the whole race, and I'm going to get to experience what Stevie did in '92s.
But they all had to come to terms with the unique way in which these Norton Rotaries deliver their power.
There's loads of torque, there's no power band, they drive from virtually no rev at all. But the biggest difference is when you close the throttle coming into a corner at the end of a straight, they want to run straight on. There's no reciprocating mass to slow you down, so it's almost like a two-stroke. I'm really looking forward to this.
I'm quite looking forward to it actually. They've got a few problems with it. They've just put an engine back in it or something like that. But I have never ridden a Rotary Norton, but I've looked at them and really, in some ways, not liked them over the years because they've been so fast.
The bikes go out one by one, just as they would at the TT. And although this is called a parade, and most of the bikes are over 20 years old, they don't hang around. The fans love it, as do the racers, and it's an experience they'll both never forget.
Probably pretty emotional, really, you know. I mean, you know, I watched some epic races here. I'm still a fan, you know, even though I race here. And I watched the race. It was an unbelievable race to witness, never mind. But it must have been like for Stevie to ride it. But, you know, well, I got on his bike as it finished, and it just feels, it just, I don't know what to say, you know. I mean, every other crowd and the marshals waved me around. That was real honour, you know. It was a real privilege, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. They're a lot faster than you think.
Apart from mine getting a bit hot, which is probably just a bit of muck in the cooling system, never missed a beat. Pulse from nothing, smooth as silk. It's a nice thing, yeah.
Such a strange feeling when you roll the throttle and it goes quiet, no engine braking.
There's nothing happening, is there?
As soon as you grab the throttle, there it is again.
Yeah.
Just totally different to what I'm used to. Is the best way I can describe it. Just totally different.
In what way?
It's just a lot less engine braking than what I'm normally used to, and it's a different power delivery. You know, it's an old bike, but it still performs really well.
When a bike's been pulled out of a museum after 20 years, your concern is blowing a water pipe off, leaking oil, seizing up, just not been prepared. And these have been. I think somebody's put tyres on them, they've put brake fluid in them, so that's all fresh, there's no moisture in that. And somebody's actually looked after them a little bit. So I think we were all right.